Okay, everyone, why don't we show our poems now? Hold on, wait. I don't get to have like a little bit of moment? We're sharing our poems now? This can't be right. Weird. Yuri! Here you go. Dots. Well done, Cheryl. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of a few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. Geez, you're tall. I'm realizing that, if anything, Yuri's taller than me. I don't like that. Well, I'm glad. You're glad that you're taller than me? I'm glad that you're sharing your writing like this. It's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. Oh, yeah, okay. I need to remember that. And I need to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first. But now it seems like everyone is enjoying and sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree on that one. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend personal time with all the girls in the club. I honestly don't really care as long as I get to spend time with Sayori, and obviously something's wrong with her, but of course my character's not allowed to, like, ask about it or anything. But if it were me, I would be prying into her a little bit. I'll be like, you gotta tell me what's going on. But if she doesn't want to tell me, then I'll leave it alone. But I would want to pry a little bit. But I'm not allowed to do that in this game. I have to follow everyone else's orders. Anyway, it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing styles. And I guess I'm just doing some writing for myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Cheryl? I'm sorry? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't really matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. It's pretty comforting. I am kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another, or a lot of other people. I beg your pardon? Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing, and I have the most advice to share with people because, you know, you're a professional writer. You're also probably the oldest of this entire club, so just saying. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. I'm sorry? For me to have to become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. You have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Besides, it's not as bad as what you're talking about in your head. Apparently I understand what it is, and we're just gonna keep going with it. I just meant that I respect your opinion. Oh, I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink whenever it comes to these sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking. Being slight. Oh. Anxiety, maybe? Because she seems to, like, overthink a lot. And as a result of that, it kind of, like, makes her, like, kind of think, oh, people like me, it's gonna be, I'm pretty sure they're gonna end up hating me or something. Or maybe she just kind of assumes that everyone hates her or something. I don't know. I'm gonna shut up now. Yuri, hi! What am I even saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Yeah. Do you want to share me your poem? Okay. Here. Beach. How long is this poem? Okay. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making. Where the womb of Earth... fuck. This is gonna be a little world. I'm gonna restart this poem. Without choking. Hopefully. A marvel millions of years in the making. Where the womb of Earth caudically meets the surface. Under the clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma, the easiest we get lost in, is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sand castle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish to the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foaming tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my piece to a road at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to the earth forevermore. This is a giant metaphor that it kind of just seems like she's afraid to get out of her comfort zone. As for this middle section, it kind of just seems like, I guess, like a kind of redundant question of asking, like, we live in this world of repetition, and, like, we do these things knowing that, like, they're gonna probably be destroyed later, or they aren't gonna be really of anything, but we still continue to build on whatever it is. I don't know. I don't have much things. It just seems like she's just afraid to get out of her comfort zone and just finds this, like, her comfort zone is like her little beach, her little oasis, and anything outside of that freaks her out, and she doesn't like it. That's the only thing I can think of. As for this middle part, I don't know. I don't have any ideas, but she just likes her comfort zone, and that's all I know. Here you go. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it. You see that, like, you don't even know that you don't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So, Natsuki wanted us to write the poem about the topic to each other. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. However, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts every once in a while. I think I agree with you. Anyway, thank you for sharing. Who should I write my poem to next? Natsuki.
This one's alright.
Alright?
Well, yeah. Not as good as yesterday's anyway. I see that you're going for it, but it's not really my style. I mean, it's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit.
Well, of course I'm at least trying. Jeez. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
Huh?
Gross.
It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in the club has to make sure that you're not slacking off.
Really? That's your excuse? What if you ended up just scaring me anyway?
It's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. You're too short, but it is kind of fun to hang out here. Even if I had to put up with you. Gah. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach.
Oh? Maybe I don't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking. Jeez.
I know. Don't worry, I was too.
No, you weren't, you little twerp. How the hell do you even call that a joke? Seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. And I could easily just yank that hair clip out of your head. But hey, you know, that's not my thing. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki.
Anyway.
Natsuki holds out her palm. She wants me to pretend like it doesn't happen? What the hell? I'm gonna read your poem now. I'll be your beach. That sounds so wrong. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind all melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand, wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail and set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. This seems like just a whole love confession. This just seems like a love poem. Yeah, that just seems like a giant love poem. That's all this seems like. Who's the lucky person?
Yeah. I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach.
Actually, you can. Let me describe it. Litter, seaweed, birds constantly stealing your food, birds pooping on you, birds. Just saying. Anyway. Besides the point. Anyway, yeah, Yuri takes it on with a little bit more solemn.
Well, gee, she's better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the whole same topic. You really can't see her doing that, too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to express me by coming up with something all fancy. Not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical, too. But there's nothing wrong with doing it every once in a while.
Yeah, yours is a confession of love, it seemed like. You wanted to be someone's beach. And not in that weird way, but like, you wanted to be someone's, like, oasis. So, who are you talking to? Who is the poem for? You gonna ignore me? Alright, cool.
At the very least, it was good practice.
That was weird. Monica! Hi, Cheryl. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, not so great. I'll have to give it more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy. Ah ha 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 ha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Ha 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 ha. Her face did not change. She just kept her eyes closed as she read it and smiled. That was her face. It's kind of funny. How was that funny? Your eyes were closed. You didn't even see it. No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised that you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time with her lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't really been seeing much of her lately. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot more time together again. I see. That reminds me about how Sayori's been a little off today. Oh, did she tell you something? Well, Cheryl, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Flirting? Me? A flirter? No. I've just been treating her like I always do. Alright, just making sure. I don't trust that. I don't trust it in the slightest bit. Monica, what the hell was that? What are you doing this pose for? Something's off about that. You jealous? Are you gelling? Oh, is Monica gelling? Monica can gel all she wants. I don't give two shits about Monica. Anyway, I know how much you care about her. That sentence, if I really think about it, can be used in two different ways. You can have it like, I know how much you care about her, to I know how much you care about her. I can't tell if this is a threat or not. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Monica, what the fuck? What are you gonna do to my Sayori? What are you gonna do to her? Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. That could have happened all of a sudden. Never mind. This really isn't the time to talk about this. Anyway, I will share my poem with you, alright? Don't you dare hurt my Sayori, okay? You hurt Sayori, I will hurt you. Tenfold, lady. Now give me your poem. The lady who knows everything. Aha. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift in the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But then all else has failed me. When all the others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilit sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between my thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds with a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. What is this abbreviation for the lady? The lady who knows everything. Google? Is she talking about, like, the internet? Because your legend does not exist. I am not your legend. We seek only the impossible. There is no purpose, there is no meaning. It kind of sounds robotic. I have found every answer, all of which amounts to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose. That sounds like what a robot would think, which is kind of why I'm thinking maybe it's like the internet, because the internet, if you look it up, probably would be in this genre of saying there is no meaning, there is no purpose. And of course, the internet is also not a legend, but technically it does exist, but just not in reality. It exists in an area that is a digital world, not the reality that we live in. I don't know. That's my really rough guess. I don't really know much about this poem, but I do like how they played with the words a little bit by saying a feather lost adrift in the sky, and it shows the feather in the middle of the entire thing. It's kind of fun. Oh, hi. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see that. Never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's also paradoxical, because if we all had the answers, wouldn't we start to lose its meaning? I mean, that is one thing I've noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? Honestly, no. Writing about sad things is actually kind of easier than writing about happy things. Just saying. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's my opinion on that one, but like a lot of people can probably write sadder things easier than they can happier things. Anyway, I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really need to have anything to write about. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. That's a weird thing to say. I think you know that better than anyone. Monica, what the fuck? What the hell? What is this? You mean one-dimensional? Oh yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you what you're writing is good or okay or bad, they all want to focus more on everything that went into it than the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That is my advice for the day. Thank you for listening. Something is just wrong with Monica. That was not normal. Talking about two-dimensional, and I would know about that. It's not right. Sayori! This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Cheryl. Thanks. So you've been really quiet today. Is everything alright? Like, are you sure everything's alright? Huh? Of course! Everything's fine! I'm just a little tired today. You and me both, hon. Do you, like, want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see that smile on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Cheryl? I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems in the way like Yuri does, or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Oh shit. Oh shit, quiet music. Or no music. Oh god. Oh, it got real quiet. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have, sometimes you have to put up with me, but I have to put up with you. We have a wavelength or something, okay? And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only one exciting thing in my life, okay? Sometimes it's just easier to write whenever I'm thinking about you. Sayori? No. Cheryl, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Are you really gonna have a mental breakdown here in school? In the club room of all things? Oh, Sayori! Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori, what are you talking about? I glance around the room to make sure no one has noticed this. Sayori. I've probably never said this before, and I probably will never say this again, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Cheryl. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that, okay? I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Sir, what also matters is that your smiles have to be genuine too. Just saying. Anyway, go play with everyone else, okay? I'm gonna go home a little early today. Sayori, tell Monica that I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. But before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Oh, that got so sad. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out?
Hold on a second. Is it just me or did something? Did you just say something strange just now?
Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Oh. It seems that you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little whenever she is not around.
Where the heck did she run off to? I thought she just went to pee.
Yes, let's specifically talk about her doing the number one. Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh, come on.
Actually, she said that she wasn't feeling too well and decided to go home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the time that to go home with her, you pick the time that she's not feeling well? So much for you two getting all lovey-dovey.
It's not like that, Natsuki. Jeez. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second of all, she's been avoiding me all day, and I really don't want to force myself on her. Oh? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier. Everything is fine. Really? Then what did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Sayori? Yuri. I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you whenever she's not around. That may be the case. But if I also can't be the leader of my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting. You should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? Did you just say the A word? About that, I love the A word. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Yep, she's totally nodding to herself. Anyway, your mind is already racing by the look of it. That is great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Cheryl. The one who is truly the useless one. Ah ha 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 ha. Very funny. Do not say that. In fact, Both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give them a hand. You could always help me out as well. It would really appreciate it. That's a strong thing to suggest. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a little bit of help.
Even if you don't allow her to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Cheryl may not be around if you make him out to be the nuisance. I'm a she, but okay. So therefore, she may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How are going to be make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Cheryl to...
What are you implying? It'll be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just who do you think...
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Cheryl to decide how she'd like to contribute. Besides, she hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet. I'm sure she's interested in...
You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though.
Jeez. Can we just settle this already?
Yeah, let's settle this. Cheryl, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's all up to you. Aha. Yep. Everyone looks right at me. Of course, I'm gonna go with Sayori! I mean, if it's gonna be with anyone, I prefer helping Sayori. We're already neighbors, but Monica said
that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hit us that much?
Yes, I do. Okay, if you guys are gonna be so weird about flaunting yourselves toward me, I don't want to be around you. And also, I want to make sure Sayori's okay. She's obviously not doing well mentally or something. Maybe she didn't have a good day. I don't know. But obviously, there's something wrong with her. And I want to know why. She is obviously one who's supposed to be my best friend, and I want to care about her. Okay? That's what I am. But apparently, I'm not allowed to be a caring, good friend. I have you three a-holes being giant jerkwads always wanting the attention for some reason. Anyway, proceed with your conversation, Monica. I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club. Fine, Natsuki. Baking sounds fun. And I love burning shit, so you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it'd probably be best to use 2 people.
Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree.
Just a minute ago you were saying that.
That's because... Never mind, okay?
Well, anyway, you'll be fine with yourself, Yuri. Of course. I'm used to that after all. Dots of awkward silence. Jeez, way to get dark, Yuri. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad.
That's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about?
No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited?
Yes! Everything except for the performance is gonna be awesome!
I don't really think that counts. What about you, Cheryl? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested, in how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri?
She's still sulking.
Natsuki starts pouting too. What is with you ladies?
It's not that big of a deal or anything.
It might not be just that. I think that Yuri just might feel a little bit underappreciated in general. You know, having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help her.
That doesn't mean...
Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression.
Look,
Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders.
Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event even more fun and welcoming. I mean, the companies will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. And that's really important for the way that people feel during their performance. So, you need to stop being so dumb and give yourself a little bit more credit.
Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. Oh? Oh?
Yuri gave us a little look. Oh!
You didn't really mean that, did you?
Not really, but...
Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monogatari are also taken back by what Natsuki said. Natsuki, of all people, you're saying such encouraging things? Shit, what world are we in? Sayori leaves for a minute and all of a sudden this happens? You begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori might have said. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it really great.
Yeah.
Yes. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there is nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out.
Okay, but I'll just stay here a little bit longer. I really got to do anything, so...
Fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm sorry?
We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized you don't even have a way to contact me.
You're not wrong. That literally slipped my brain, even though I said that I was going to be spending time with you, even though I really don't want to, but you know what, we're going to say that. That totally slipped my mind.
Jeez, it's a good thing I stopped you then. Baka.
Don't fucking call me a baka.
Anyway, I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything.
Why the hell would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number.
Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients.
Hold up a minute. You're coming to my house?
Well, yeah. What's wrong with that?
I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, it would be going to your house.
Yeah, right. Like I could give a guy over my house.
Girl.
Fine, like I could have a person over at my house. My dad would kill me.
Really? It's kind of strict if you ask me.
Yeah, how do you think I feel? How else do you think I don't have any friends? Except in this club. I can't do anything whenever my dad's home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a minute. We have each other's numbers now. And that's all I needed. I guess I'll text you whenever I'm coming over. Now get lost.
Alright, fine by me. See you later.
Yeah. And I'm gonna show you that I love baking. So you better look forward to it.
Uh-huh. Well, didn't you say you're just gonna, give me the dirty work?
Well, I was just saying that. It's not like, I could act in front of everyone. I was looking forward to this.
Seriously?
Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so don't think anything else.
Sure. Sorry for overreacting, Your Highness. And I'll be heading out. See you later.
Never mind.
Wait, she said something. Weird. Well, okay, I'm gonna save. And I'm probably gonna leave it here. There we go. Well, Sayori's depressed. Natsuki's coming to my house, and that's all I know. So, on that note, I hope you guys have a good night or day, depending where you are in the world, and depending on when you see this and all that fun jazz. I'm gonna head on out now. until next time, have a good one. Bye!